G'day punters and welcome to another edition of Group 1 Guns. I'm Brian Fletcher. I'm back from overseas. I had a great holiday and with me is Adam Kirkpatrick from the Race Club. Boys, did you miss me?
We did. We had Pistol step in. And
how was he?
He was real good.
Was he? Yeah.
He had the pipes out. He spoke well. He tipped well too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember what he tipped. He tipped well.
So did his tips go on my leaderboard?
I requested it. I think he's done that.
Okay, yeah. I didn't move. Anyway, let's just get straight into it. Friday night, Manikato Stakes down there at Moonee Valley. Group 1 feature event opening of the Cox Plate Carnival. I wish I was going down there because it just looks like awesome. I've never been down there to Moonee Valley, so I'd like to get down there one day. Hint, hint. Look, the Blue Army is airborne and they have the favourite in Paulele into $3.50, so the punters have come for him. It's a pretty open race. We've got the Mar Eustace duo, Coolangatta and Bella Nipotina. What are you thinking here, my friend Ads?
I'm with one you just mentioned, Bella Nipotina from the Mar Eustace stable.
Yes.
I reckon you've just pointed to it.
Yes.
It's I thought it flew fresh and obviously it did. Recorded the best closing figures of the meet when it was first up, and second up into the Moya was sensational against the pattern. It's gone deep, gone early, and was still coming at the end. So obviously to step up to 1200, I never thought the 1200 was right in its wheelhouse, but I'm changing my mind here. I think it gets to 1200. Just needs a little bit of luck, but there's plenty of speed, and as they fan around that bend, I think it kicks off and gets a gap and is too good. Paulele probably sets up a little bit better, given that it's just that middle draw and can suck in at the right time. And Rothfire's probably just, it went really well first up, but then second up, they got out sprinted. I don't know just how well it's going. So I'm with Bella Nipotina. Full 100 on.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I'm with you. Barrier
like
2. So it is, when great minds think alike.
I'm real happy
It's
about that.
all your minds, really. Okay, well, let's go to the big one, the Cox Plate. Look, arguably Australia's best race here and one of the most highly anticipated additions this year with some of the biggest names in racing going head-to-head. Anamoe, Zaaki, I'm Thunderstruck, Alligator Blood has got punters frothing and raring to go. Ads, where are you leaning here?
This is really hard because I think if Zaaki finds the rail, but then I think it's highly dependent how much rain they get tomorrow because I think it's forecast 20 to 40 mil and Victoria is underwater at the moment. So I just don't know maybe how advantageous the rail will be. And then Zaaki in the wet, if it does come, Anamoe's clear favourite. Don't know what to make of the import Bodegan.
Well, he's only a tiny little fella. He actually weighs 410 kilos.
Yeah, that's small,
very
isn't
light,
it?
which coincidentally is exactly the same weight as Triple T. So it's light. No, I'm just joking, Triple T.
I hope
Don't get all your friends to send those emails in again. But Anamoe, yes.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I have to be with Anamoe. Zaaki, I can't split him on ratings over a career figure. I think if Zaaki gets the right run, gets to the rail, which probably will do, I don't think the others, I really can't make much of the others. Alligator Blood, I think, had it too soft up top when winning. I'm Thunder, probably not set up as well compared to the others. So, yeah, Anamoe, I'm a full 100 on Anamoe.
Yeah, well, that's 2 out of 2 for us.
I'm happy with that.
Yes, I'm going $100 on Anamoe as well. Adam, I was just going to ask you, Anamoe, is that the best horse in Australia at the moment?
Yeah, I think.
By far?
Yeah, by far. Yeah, stretch at the moment. Like form-wise and just, I think he's still elevating. Like he should have won the Cox Plate last year on protest probably. And then this way, even with a minor setback that went 3/5 lane, it's come out, had the setback, still able to pin back good horses and strong through the line. Now gets here to the grand final, and I think from a couple of articles might be going for an overseas trip and prove himself, over there. So I think he is the best. He is the best in the country for me at the moment.
Good call. Let's go up north to Randwick for the Spring Championship Stakes. Now, hopefully the weather stays off, the rain stays away, but it doesn't look like that because Sydney just, I don't know what's going on in the world.
It's always underwater here. Every time I come.
La Nina?
Yeah.
We had the 3 years in a row. Beat it, La Nina. Anyway, look, set weights for the 3-year-olds over 2,000 metres. $2 million up for grabs, another Group 1. Elliptical's a favourite, but according to Gerald Ryan, his run of Williamsburg should be the favourite Ads, you agreeing with one G Ryan here?
No, I'm going to go against G Ryan.
Yeah.
I think this 3-year-old race, it's the last sort of big one for the young horses here, and I think there's a horse, Waller, has Conqueror. I think it came on the scene and it sort of exploded on the scene, and it really profiled for getting out to a trip like this, and I was sort of wondering how well it's going. And if you watch how he was going, he's boxed on quite well in all of his runs, and I think he's just asking to be stepped up to something like this. So it's just a very hard race. We've got queries on the others getting the 2,000, like Sharp and Smart. Not sure how Strong gets the 2,000. Elliptical. Yeah, went pretty well in the Guineas, and but yeah, it's just another. There's too many queries.
Race.
Yeah, it's very open, and 2,000 is the big query. So I'm looking outside which horse is best profiled. You got normally the Gloaming's a good lead-in for this, but you've got She's Extreme coming through the Flight Stakes, which is obviously the stronger race. But then I don't know if she gets 2,000 either. So I'm playing strongly to just a distance profile basically, and I'm going to go with Conqueror and just go 50 each way at big odds.
50 each way. What's the odds there?
Around 26 and 5. So,
gosh.
yeah, big odds.
Well, I'm going 50 on those two horses that you mentioned that said they couldn't go the 2,000. So I've gone 50 on Sharp and Smart and 50 on She's Extreme. Hopefully She's Extreme may lead and be the one to catch, but the query obviously is the 2,000 metres. All right, well, let's get straight into this. The punting league. Adds your best bet. So we're just going to recap your best bet and, of course, the Cox Plate tip.
All right, we go the Group 1, Anamoe, $100 on. And we're due for I need to get up the ladder a little bit higher. I'm coming.
You're about mid-table?
Mid-table, but I want
to
to
put that in AFL terms.
Not in the top 8. I don't
No, I know
think.
that, but what sort of team?
The Bulldogs.
Bulldogs,
yeah. Not a very...
We'd be
not
the
flashy.
Dragons. If the NRL, you'd be the Dragons.
NRL football, yes.
Yeah. No, same sort of thing.
Yeah.
AFL.
Yeah.
So people watch our games.
I'm going to Moonee Valley on Saturday. There's a really good horse in Everglade. Cruised to the front on debut and absolutely trounced them. She did it with arrogance. I reckon she streets these at around $8.
Oh,
so
wow. That'll
$100 on. I reckon
that'll
she's a good thing.
Put you up the top in your Triple T.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
Who's looking slim, by the way. Shout out to Triple T out there at Camden. I'm going Anamoe as well for the Cox Plate. Obviously, we discussed that earlier. Best horse in the country at the moment. And look, my best bet, race 9, number 3, ICEBATH.
You love that.
So I do. I love Icy. Look, second to both Anamoe and Zaaki. Obviously, look, it's only had the 4 wins out of the 30-odd start.
Yeah.
So loves running second and third.
Yeah, strike rate, bridesmaid, little
Icy. Anywho, I'm having the $100 on Icy for her 5th win. Get that into you.